In today's video, we are going to be looking at LeBron James and how he played in his prime. LeBron James was a fantastic basketball player and was easily one of the top players ever in his prime. Let's get down and let's check him out. Okay, so in this first clip, we have LeBron James going up against the New York Knicks, and he's able to attack Carmelo really well, and of course, shows a lot of Elijah Fisher in his game as well. If you don't know who he is, definitely this afternoon's video is going to be blowing your mind. However, when he gets that ball, he attacks Carmelo because Carmelo is down on his heels. That is a big mistake a lot of defenders do make, and when LeBron James is attacking him, he gets his shoulder in front of the shoulder of the defender, and he's able to angle his body at almost a 45-degree angle. I would say probably more of a 30-degree angle into or in front of that defender so that he can go up with his inside hand on that left side. Here we see LeBron James attacking the right side, who looks to be on Fields, when, of course, LeBron takes that shot fake that gets that defender up into the air. While that defender is going back down, we have LeBron James able to take that shot, kicks the leg out to get his right side in line to create space as well. Nice high release, and of course makes that shot. When you attack the basket for a jump shot, you really want that last dribble to be extremely hard. That's to get that ball up into your shooting pocket and to help you get that shot up. However, here he does take that shot fake, which again does create the space needed to be able to get that shot off. These jab dribbles as well is a big segment of LeBron James's game. Of course, he did it a lot more back in the day. However, this big hard dribble and left jab and then a quick step back towards that right side is a very good move. Now you can actually do this yourself, and Elijah Fisher does this same move. However, he actually takes another step back because, of course, you're allowed 2 steps, and that allows you to get even more space, but LeBron didn't need to do that. Here we have LeBron James cutting baseline. He has his defender behind him, and the move here is actually very smart. So if you can cut baseline and you can pin your defender literally right underneath the basket, this is what you need to do. Because guess what? If you spin out this way to go for a baby hook up the middle, you're going to get blocked. But by pinning your man underneath the backboard or underneath the rim, if you can turn towards the inside to get the ball off the glass, you can use your offhand to be able to stop that defender from blocking you. He can't touch the mesh or the rim, and obviously can't touch the backboard before that ball touches it. That means that he can't do anything. You're using your back to protect against the help defender, and guess what? You get an easy basket. Here we have him in the low post. He takes 1 dribble and 2 steps towards, actually 3 steps, towards the middle of the key. I would definitely suggest doing 2, not 3 steps. But this little bit of a baby hook push shot type shot with his left hand worked really well for him in his prime. Here we see a little bit of Michael Jordan and LeBron James holding that ball behind his back with 1 hand. But when he then gets it into his triple threat, this defender needs to get down lower, but he's not. LeBron James has his shoulders below his. That means that he can attack you, and there's nothing you can do. He takes a couple of dribbles and 2 steps with not a hop step like we see today in his game. Back then, he used to stop on his right foot, and then he was able to bring that left knee up to be able to go up for his shot. This is a very difficult shot to do, and I can understand why he doesn't do it at his age today, because that's actually a lot of pressure on that right leg right there. That's a lot of pressure, be able to stop on that inside foot and to push off, getting your left knee up to get you up into the air to get that, keep that right side in line. That's a lot of body control, a lot of pressure on that right leg, and I can understand why he comes to a jump stop today where it goes right foot, left foot first. He would have had to take an extra dribble, however, and then that allows him to get his right leg up and jumping off his left. That is a lot safer of a move. However, this is a lot of body control. This is also a very good move as well. So here we have a player who tried to intercept a pass, and LeBron James was able to get that pass. LeBron James notices that that player is out of position, and the whole side of the key and whole side of the basketball court is wide open. He's able to spin off, take a dribble, sidestep out, get that defender up into the air, and then jump into that player for that and 1. LeBron was also a very good defender, but there's a reason for all the block shots that he had. The reason for it is, of course, this player, he took that dribble and took 2 steps. If you are a defender and you see a player take 2 steps, he's looking at the rim and he's going to go up for a shot, that second step is a good timing point to be able to get up into the air to block the shot. If you're an offensive player, obviously, and you've got a player like LeBron or somebody who can jump and you're trying to attack the rim, try to go off with 1 step instead of 2 so that they cannot time you to block your shot. And then when you're in the fast break, we see LeBron James here. It looks like he's trying to commit an offensive foul because he lowers his shoulder into the defender who's moving and he's able to get that shot off. By the way, it was a foul and 1. Now, there's actually a reason behind this not being an offensive foul. The reason being is when he extends his shoulder, it's still in line with his foot. And then when he takes that second step, he leans back away from the defender. See, when you're attacking a player, you can, if that defender is moving, you can shoulder them, but your shoulder has to be behind your feet. From there, when he takes that extra step, he leans back away from the defender, which then sells the call to the referee, but also allows you not to get that offensive foul, and of course, go up strong for the basket. A snatch back is a fantastic move as well. Make sure to get really low, knees at a 90-degree angle to stop, because that's going to allow you to stop a lot faster. We can see that that's created a ton of space between LeBron and his defender, and when he pulls back, watch this. He hops off that right foot and plants 2 feet at once, the exact same form as what he normally shoots with, so that he can go up for a shot. Has that hard wrist flick that he's always had in his shot, which is not as accurate, especially in his prime. However, going back into this attack, he's able to get his shoulders low, making it look like he's about to attack. And then when he does that snatch back, he gets super low. Believe me, if you want a very effective snatch back, you want to get your knees at 90 degrees, get super low, hop into your shot, and there's not going to be much the defender can do. Also, make sure to have a really good touch around the rim. Learning and practicing floaters is extremely important. That's an underrated skill that I don't think there's a lot of players who work on today. So if you are looking to become a LeBron James style player, learn how to use the strength that you have, understand how to use your shoulder but keep it in line with your foot so you don't get the offensive foul, understand you need to get your shoulder in front of the defender's shoulder, and then really learn the touch around the basket. Learn how to use that backboard. Learn how to use the entire backboard and learn how to really have that touch on the floaters. You don't want to have too much spin on a floater. You want it to be almost like a knuckleball in baseball. And this is going to help you become a very powerful player. Now, if we could mix a Steph Curry style shot and handle with a LeBron James power and maybe a Zion size, I think that combination could be the next iteration of a fantastic player, like Elijah Fisher, who is currently in prep school in Canada, and we're going to be doing a video on him this afternoon, so make sure to stay tuned, and I'll see you guys again the next time.